Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, it started like a joke, but like joke is suddenly not like a joke anymore. Guys, I bring you this. 2023 Governor Yaya Bello speaks on calls to run for president. So of course we have done a story, I think at least one story if not more, on this now ludicrous idea of Yaya Bello running to be the president of Nigeria, to the point that there was a narrative, I think we covered it on this channel, where the assembly in Kogi State unanimously nominated him to run for presidency in 2023. So of course we mocked and laughed at that, the ludicrousness and the silliness and the ridiculousness of it. But like joke, it is not like a joke anymore. Again, 2023 Governor Yaya Bello speaks on calls to run for president. So now let's now see now how our art is imitating life. Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello on Monday said he does not want to be distracted by calls for him to run in the 2023 presidential election. Speaking through his chief press secretary, Nwogo Sani Mohammed, on the ongoing security and economic summit of the Northeast Governors Forum in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, the governor said he is focused on delivering the mandate of rebuilding Kogi State. According to Bello, his administration's ability to curb insecurity in Kogi State and massive youth empowerment has been attracting support, leading to the calls for him to contest for presidency come 23, but maintained that he does not want to be distracted by such calls. The governor called on the people to give him the needed support to deliver his second-term promises to the people of Kogi State. Bello said the issue of the 2023 presidency should not be put on the front burner and heat up the polity. He assured the people that he is focused on his promises of improved security and youth employment of the state. Recall that the Kogi State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Kingsley Fanwo, had said that there is deafening call for Bello to run for president in 2023. Fanwo said this whilst displaying a campaign poster for Yaya Bello on Twitter. In the campaign poster shared, Nigerians are being convinced to see Bello as presidential material for 2023, capable of replacing President Muhammadu Buhari. So this is not the situation we find ourselves in. It's just that it befuddles the mind. Your brain is permanently scrambled anytime you come across news or information emanating from Nigeria. It is like there are three parallels running concurrently in tandem within the Nigerian space. It's like there are at least a minimum of three streams of consciousness within the Nigerian space. There is aspiration, there's reality, and then there's the land of fantasy. So the three, even though they are running parallel, the convergence is almost a subliminal, is a ephemeral, that you can't really see it, but the convergence is really there. Even though they are running parallel, they are pretty much one and the same thing, because it is art imitating life and fantasy are replacing reality. It's just some bizarre mix of land of the back of beyond sort of life that we live within the Nigerian space, to the point now that the gentle murmurings and rattlings of Yaya Bello in comedy quarters of Nigerian state is now coming slowly into like a actual full-blown drum beat of a possibility of a Yaya Bello presidency. Imagine for a moment a Yaya Bello presidency. This is a guy that has not paid the civil servant in Kogi State since he took office 4 5 years prior. This is a guy that just loots everything, and he's also the bagman then for Abba Kyari, because it was the one, of course, that Abba Kyari was using as his bagman for his monies. So now they are now muting this thing now, and they are situating it in the subconscious of the Nigerian person, because of course once you mention something, then so no matter how ludicrous the idea of a Yaya Bello presidency is to any right-thinking person, the idea that is being muted and is being promoted and is being put constantly in the public space now makes it something that people have to think about. And the moment people start to think about it, is that step further to reality, because of course a lot of us, and I'm assuming and I'm hoping, and if you are not of the thought that it is a ludicrous idea for Yaya Bello to be president of Nigeria, even the idea being muted, if you don't find that preposterous, then please stop this video right here and don't ever come to this channel again, because your brain is just not, in fact, there's no functioning in your head if you even consider for a moment the possibility of that. But then, of course, because the idea has been put in the public space, the possibility of it will be considered. So now the possibility of it will be considered, and the people that are incredulous at the thought would then have to counter the opinion of the people that see it as a possibility. The people that see it as a possibility, of course, will be largely sponsored, and then you will start seeing a lot of write-ups now in the papers extolling the virtues of Yaya Bello, photo opportunities of Yaya Bello transcending his local space of Kogi State and looking nationalistic in this presentation. So the packaging and the branding and the possibilities are now being put out into the public ethos now. They are being put out into the public space, and then suddenly now something as completely beyond stupid as the possibility of even the mentioning of the words of Yaya Bello for president is even something that chokes in the tongue, it chokes in the throat. I mean, it's just beyond ludicrous, really. I can't even find the words to qualify just how far-fetched and out there this thing is as a possibility. But then, of course, it has been mentioned now, and it is now something that is in our public discourse. So Yaya Bello for president is what we're talking about now. The idea was muted. It was debated in the Kogi assembly, and it was assented to. So you know now that whatever it is that purports to be resources in Kogi State will be dedicated now from now till 2023 towards promoting the idea of a Yaya Bello presidency. So Yaya Bello himself now is now speaking to this possibility now, saying he's too busy turning Kogi State into London and Dubai to be distracted by being asked to be president, because he knows is because he's a brilliant governor and he has all this achievement. That is why people. So he is already also putting the fillers out and the missives out and the little snippets and the little here and there's to put the possibility out there as he's throwing agbada all over the place. So now you're now saying, is Yaya Bello any worse than Buhari? Well, Yaya Bello is worse than Buhari, because at least Buhari has years of experience that he brings to the job. Bad experience, but years of experience nevertheless. But Yaya Bello is just an outright absolute fool, a complete fool. This is the joke figure for somebody like Dino Melaye. Just to tell you, just to make you know just how ludicrous the idea of a Yaya Bello presidency is. Yaya Bello is the person that Dino Melaye is always mocking, and Dino Melaye himself is an object of mockery. So an object of mockery sees this guy as an object of mockery, and this object of mockery that is seen as an object of mockery by the person that the whole of Nigeria sees as an object of mockery is now being muted as a possible president for the country. It scrambles the brain. Conversations in the comment section. Yes, apologies, but Yaya Bello for president is not what we're talking about. We have to discuss these things. Come share thoughts. But before you come share those thoughts, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, come join me then. Yaya Bello for president is what we're talking about. Beyond ridiculous, but nevertheless, come engage. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here, I say, peace.